Spotlighting crime, with Congress set to hold a hearing on combating violent crime tomorrow, looking at the recent North Carolina stabbing of a 23-year-old Ukrainian woman and refugee who was killed while riding the light rail in Charlotte on her way to work. We've all seen the video. It is horrific. Police have arrested and charged the suspect in that video, revealing he had a criminal record. Joining me now to discuss the congressional hearing is Orange County, California criminal defense lawyer Lauren Norris. Good to have you here with us today, Lauren. I mean, I still can't get over that video. None of us can. Also, News Nation's Anna Koyman was in Charlotte shortly after the attack, and she spoke with some local officials who were ready to see some changes. Let's take a listen, and we'll talk on the other side.
Republicans want to give the police the resources they need to be proactive when it comes to taking some of these criminals off the street. We also are working to improve and increase the penalties for drug and gang violence. Our district is calling for the Subsidized Housing Protection and Safety Act to wrap a blanket of protection around the most vulnerable citizens in our city and our low-income communities. Our job, whether you're an unaffiliated or a Democrat voter, our job as elected officials and people in positions of power, our first and our non-negotiable duty is safety.
All right, Lauren, so number one, I just want to get your take on where we are with this case and also to your reaction to the sound. Do you think that, some leaders in these major cities are not prioritizing the safety concerns that are out there after an incident like this? Nobody wants this to happen. Everybody is horrified, but, still it happened, and it seems to keep happening.
Well, at the outset, this is a horrendous crime. It's a horrific murder. We've seen the footage and understanding and having great sympathy for her family. But we must make sure that policy around criminal justice is made out of facts and not just out of fear, recognizing that the community is afraid and that crimes like this really do scare the public, and understandably so. What we see nationwide, actually, is that crime continues to fall. That's what the FBI reports, and when we look at those facts, we see that to be true. At the same time, we see that resources have been pulled away from cities when it comes to addressing the very urgent mental health needs and services that cities need and residents face. So in this case, this man had already done 5 years in prison for violent crimes, but his family struggled to get the mental health services that he needed. And he had recently been released on a misdemeanor for calling 911, believing that some man-made material was controlling his actions and his words. So there was obviously a mental health crisis at play here, as well as violence.